It was a fairly quiet day of trade after the kind of massive rally that the equity markets have witnessed. Owing to the depreciation in the rupee too is the reason why we took a cut of close to 1% to see only a marginal recovery by the day's close. 5850 is where we shut shop on the Nifty, with the Sensex seeing a cut of 215 points. It was a different case with the broader markets. They did manage to show you a good degree of outperformance, but then they erased their gains. For the mid-cap index, we ended flat and held up by just about 14 points for the small-cap end of the market. Banking, that was your biggest laggard for the day. The Bank Nifty too cracked. Metals as well as autos did succumb to quite a bit of selling pressure. The only silver lining was the FMCG basket, which held up. Jaiprakash Associates was the big loser after that crucial deal with Ultratech Cement was inked just yesterday, despite brokerages saying that it was a win-win for both the companies. IndusInd Bank lost out, as did Tata Steel, which gave up some of its stellar gains, and BHEL too was in the red. Some stocks in focus then in the broader markets. Take a look at Suzlon, as the group won a 48 megawatt order in France. The counter was pretty active. Tata Communications rallied very smartly as it tied up with PCCW for a voice over IPX. You had IDFC, which was in focus as the FII limit in the company dips below the threshold limit, and RBI has now removed the restrictions on the purchase of the company's shares by FIIs. MTNL was active today as the government will be looking into the structural reforms, the key agenda which will be surrendering the BWA spectrum and writing off losses. Some of the paper stocks, that was a trend that we spotted today. They were very active. West Coast paper rallied something like 20%. Andhra paper, Build, Tamil Nadu newsprint. Can't really put our finger on what really triggered this kind of an up move, but nonetheless, they were fairly active. On the upside, you had Tata Power, that one gained traction. We already spoke of IDFC. ITC held up, and GAIL too was in focus on the upside.